Boys and girls, welcome back to the Commercial Real Estate Starting from Scratch podcast with me, your host, John Kleisch, on episode number 36. If this is your first time tuning in, really appreciate you doing so. What we do here is just documenting my journey from starting from scratch in commercial real estate all the way up to present time. It's been 36 episodes, so about 36 weeks. So you do the math. What is that? 8 months, something like that. Now 2 buildings in the greater Phoenix area, one in Glendale and one in Sun City. Boy, oh boy, crazy days. What happened today? Day in the life of a commercial real estate investor. I had plans to go meet a tenant, 2 potential tenants to rent the spot at Grand, the body shop, and met them there. First one went really well, liked the space, thinks it'll work really well for what he does. I think he will get along great. And then another guy came through, great potential, but the building just wouldn't work for him. It was way too not deep enough. I don't know how you rephrase that differently, but the building was too narrow for the kind of trucks that he works on. So unfortunate. And but the first guy had really good interest. I still have another party that I could probably, I've been trying to get signed, have not, surprise, but I like having options. So we're keeping on. And he actually called me today, but I couldn't because of a story that I'm about to tell you. So met up these tenants, everything's going good. I'm on my way out seeing potential tenant number 2. And I'm walking and I trip over a hose. And there was a pit bull that was close by that I'm assuming thought that I was kicking him in the face. So then he proceeded to bite me in my leg. And I said, ow. And then I looked down and there was just blood gushing down my leg, soaking into my sock and my shoe. So that sucked. And then I just grabbed some paper towels or some napkins that the dudes had. I'm in an auto body shop, by the way. And just grabbed some napkins, stopped the bleeding for a little bit, hobbling to my truck. The other body shop was like, yo, what happened? And by the way, 2/3 of them speak 0 English. And the one guy that speaks 0 English saw me, was waving me on. He's like, come here. And then he kneels down. He grabs my foot, takes my shoe off, takes my sock off. He has hydrogen peroxide and alcohol at the ready somehow. Weird. And then Francisco, the man, goes and gets paper towels. And he Jose, his name, he looks at me and goes, are you ready? And I was like, yeah. And he just starts dumping all that on there. I freaking definitely hurt for sure. But man, shout out to him. I guess that helped out a lot. I didn't really know how serious it was until that was going on. Then I got a really good look at the gash. It's not nasty, but there's a hole in my leg for sure. And I ruined a sock and a pair of shoes with a lot of blood. So, and then they literally just wrapped me up, paper towel and painter's tape. And I'm like, all right, thanks guys. I'm going to go and figure this out. And then I text Jill, my wife. I'm like, hey, I just got bit by a dog. What do I do? I didn't even say, what do I do? I was like, hey, I just got bit by a dog. I'm going to come home. And she's like, no, you got to go get a rabies shot. Or no, as I was leaving, the guy that treated me initially, Jose, he was doing the shot motion. He's just saying, hey, go do this. So okay, yeah, no, I'll get a rabies shot or something. And so then I'm driving home hey, I think I called Jill. I was, hey, go, can you find me a place that I can go get a rabies shot? I just got bit by a dog. And then the only place you could get a rabies shot was at the ER. I'm like, what the heck? So then I kind of honestly forgot that my partner was a former physician's assistant. He used to work in the emergency rooms. I forget all these things. I just text him yo, I just got bit by a dog on our property. He's like, what? And then he's like, yeah, dude, you should go to the emergency room. So I was like, oh, God, that's like the last thing on earth that I want to do is A, go to an emergency room, B, be there for multiple hours, and then C, pay that emergency room bill. But he's like, just go do it. I'm like, all right, dude, I just got bit by a freaking pit bull. Like, probably not the worst idea. And then, so I went there and I was there. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was like 2.5 hours. Got a tetanus shot, got some, uh, what are those things called? Antibiotics. And they just like sprayed my wound with saline water to like flush it out, I guess, and stuck a band aid on it. And they gave me some like care instructions, but I don't have them anymore. And I don't think they gave them to me, but either way, I think I can figure it out. So I'm going to stop the podcast really early because I just got home from that whole stuff. And that's pretty much all I want to do for this podcast right now. But thank you guys for listening. If this was your first one, go listen to another one. This was a terrible one to be your first one. I guess I probably should have started with that now that we're finished with the podcast. Thanks, John. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, go listen to another one anyways. And then everyone leave me a review and 5 stars, do all of that stuff. And share this with people that you think would get a kick out of this, or they would learn something, or just enjoy this as a whole. Please, that's the best compliment that I can get to help grow the audience and all of that cool stuff. So thank you guys. Appreciate you listening. We're out of here. So take her easy.